So we're back with the development experience of India. We've finished with the development and growth in agriculture. We talked about industry, and now we're going to talk about foreign trade. Again, it's part B, Indian economic development, and we're going to talk about foreign trade. Foreign trade since 1950 to 19 that's since 1950 up till 1990. So why do we trade? What is foreign trade all about? It is about, let's use the word comparative advantage. That means the advantage that you get while selling your goods abroad, getting a better market for it, the surplus that you have generated at home, you get a better price for it from the rest of the world. And same manner, you import goods which are better produced elsewhere, or naturally they are endowed with those products, say petroleum. And so what are the gains from, we will be doing, what are the gains from this international trade? Why do we indulge in, or why do we go in for trade? Reason is that you're getting a better market, wider market, sorry. Get a wider market beyond the domestic boundaries. You earn foreign exchange, which you can use for buying certain capital goods or machinery that you're unable to produce at home. And another important aspect is, gain is, that you also partake in the standard of living of others. Like you're shown a better standard of living, and you can also acquire that, and it brings about growth. So this is what we're going to do. Just go through this. So what is international trade? As you see over here, so domestic production sometimes of certain goods may exceed their domestic consumption. So then what does a government do with its surplus output? So the surplus output can also be given to the rest of the world so that they can earn some valuable foreign exchange. And that's what international trade is all about. Export and import of goods and services. Now, important thing is that it is based on international specialization. That means certain places are specialized in producing certain commodities, and we can benefit from there if we trade it, we buy it from others, from the rest of the world. So another thing, like for example, India could specialize in the production of a good which it can produce at a cost lower than in other countries. For example, let's take our cotton clothes or garments, the designing of garments, or maybe Ayurveda products. So we produce it at a lower cost than in other countries. Why? Because we have also the benefit of knowledge. So international trade helps exports of goods to the rest of the world at a price higher than in the domestic market, and you can get a better price in the abroad from the rest of the world. And in the same manner, it helps in import of goods at a price lower than in the domestic market. This is how you gain from international trade. And then you have a better market, wider market, as you see. And once you have these higher investments and higher investments like this, when you're with your own industry, it leads to higher gross domestic product growth. So it helps in growth in the end. We can see that. So quickly, let us just say, what are the gains from international trade? So it helps in international specialization. Well, it helps in finding out markets in the rest of the world for the surplus domestic output that we have. Then sometimes it helps to import those goods which cannot be competitively produced in the domestic market, then it is an important means of earning foreign exchange, which is so essential for a developing country like ours, or less developed country as they are known as. For what? We can call them developmental imports for such things. And then it also promotes standard of living, that means quality of life of people um, improves. Why? Because you get a variety of goods and services at internationally competitive rates, and then it improves or increases the opportunities of investment through expansion of the markets, and let me tell you, it's an engine of growth. That is international trade.